Nigeria's First Lady, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, has assured Borno state residents of the federal government's support to alleviate the sufferings of the people. Represented by the wife of Vice President Nana Shettima, the wife of the president donated 500 million naira as part of contribution from the Renewed Hope initiative to assist the government in this trying time. Jesse Tafida joins me live now from Maiduguri for more on the development. Jesse, it's been days covering the flood in Borno State capital, Maiduguri. What more can you tell us, especially with this latest donation coming from the wife of the president?
Thank you very much, Abosade. Today, the wife of the president was in Maiduguri. She was represented by wife of the vice president, Nana Shettima, and she's here together with the wife of Lagos State Governor, and then the wife of the Speaker of House of Representatives. They are here to, for a sympathy visit to the state government and the people of Borno over the flood disaster that rendered thousands homeless and affected over 1 million. The wife of the vice president said that the First Lady wishes to be here herself, but due to tight schedules and some unforeseen circumstances, she couldn't be here. And that is why she has sent her to come. Although the president was here, the vice president was here, she deemed it fit to be here also to show the people that she's together with them, to share the moment of grief together with the victims of the flood. And she donated 500 million naira that is coming from the Renewed Hope initiatives. According to her, this is a support that would go a long way in alleviating the sufferings of the victims of the flood disaster. It is good to note that now waters have continued to recede in most parts of the areas, and people are now having more access to their homes. A lot of people yesterday left the camp to their homes. The Borno State Government and the Northeast Development Commission and the National Emergency Management Agency together put hands on deck to support the victims of the flood disasters, those that are going back, with food items, with cash assistance for them to go back and then, start afresh. But according to the government, as you're going out of the camp, your data will be taken, your areas will go and be assessed. If your house is okay for you to stay, then you'll be staying there. But if your house is damaged, the government would not allow you to stay in your house. You would have to come and remain in the camp until your house is being rebuilt. Because according to NEMA, staying in the house can also be disastrous, because if the building is not too strong, it might collapse as time goes on. So that is what the government is doing. And also the humanitarian organizations in Maiduguri and beyond have set up mobile clinics to cater the healthcare needs of the victims of the flood disaster, because over 10 healthcare facilities have been submerged during the flood disasters, and people don't have access to hospitals. So they've been given free medications, they collect patients free, women and children, especially children, because they're concerned that there are outbreaks of cholera at states across Borno State, and they're trying to see that they contain this spread of cholera, because if there is a cholera case, it's going to be also disastrous for people living in camps. And that is why the UN agencies, talking about UNICEF, WHO, MSF, and other humanitarian organizations, have also stationed this mobile clinic to ensure that this disease is being contained. And also the Borno State government have set up a committee that will also take care of those in camps, talking about their sanitation, their hygiene. Every morning you see them cleaning the camp, ensuring that the place is being cleaned so that these diseases would not be there.
Indeed, and I'm sure a number of people are looking forward to life after camp. What have we heard from government about plans to help those people, resettle them, and help them pick their lives up again?
The government yesterday, the Northeast Development Commission has donated 3 billion naira to small and medium-scale enterprise, those traders that lost their means of livelihood, and they depend solely on what they're doing. And then the flood waters came and washed away everything. Now, this is a support coming from the federal government to see that these people are back to business. These people continue to get their means of livelihood. And then for those that are in camps, state government continue to provide food items for them. They also give them cash to see how they could set up, because there are civil servants also in the camps whereby their houses are being submerged. They will still go out to work. That is what why the government is giving them out this cash assistance to see that they get their lives back. And then this rapid assessment team that the government have set up is to go to the localities whereby the flood has ravaged the communities to see how best they could reconstruct back their houses and then give them something to restore their livelihood back, because a lot of people have lost virtually everything. And that is why the government is saying they would need to put heads on deck to see that people are back on their feet. Talking about not only the state government, but also the federal government. We recall that the president was here and he assured that massive support will be given to Borno State to ensure that these victims of flood are giving back their lives. Don't forget that these victims of flood are still the victims of the 13-year Boko Haram insurgency. This is a time whereby they are getting back their lives. Peace is gradually returning, and then this happens. So you could feel how these people are now, and that is why the president is assuring them that more support will be given from the federal government.
All right, Jesse, thank you very much for that update. Jesse Tafida for us in Maiduguri, Borno State.